you're doing. Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Malizujoya Adaku. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day and also a wonderful day. Please, if you're new, do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. To my returning subscribers, I'm always grateful. Thank you and thank you. So guess who I have on today's video? I have a guest and his name is Mr. Jimmy Diso. This is my big uncle. I call him Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy, welcome. It's an honor having you. Welcome to my show, Uncle Jimmy. Welcome to today's video. I'm honored, or I'm happy that you
accepted. Them to our show. I don't do this.
I'm happy for you honoring this invitation. I'm really grateful. Thank you for being
here. You don't do anything for you.
Oh, thank you so much, sir.
Within limits. Don't go asking for a car or something.
Oh, Jimmy, no, I won't do that. But the time will come, I will actually be the one to get that one for you. You actually not be the one to give
it's
that.
It's my birthday tomorrow. Give me a car.
Uncle Jimmy, you didn't tell me.
Yeah, no,
seriously, Uncle Jimmy. Come on. Okay, don't worry. We'll talk about that behind the camera. So, guys, on today's video, we are going to be talking about how to relate to teenagers, right? So, Uncle Jimmy, I would like to ask you, what do you understand by the word teenager?
You want the dictionary mean?
Anyone, just feel free.
A teenager is a young person, period. You can try to assign age because technically it would be like from 13.
Of course.
But I think when you use the word teenager, what it costs to people is somebody between 15 and 18.
Okay.
Who has then become, sometimes you can extend it to 19, teen, 19.
Yeah.
But from 20 down, they'll become a bar or a man.
Okay.
They'll become youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 13 is still, for the ones who like 15. It's at 15, the people, well, I'm growing up in the era you have Nigeria from when I was about 14, 15, that people knew the difference between man and woman. Okay. Before we were all in the Garden of Eden, we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so Uncle Jimmy, before we come to you, they have, I would say I have like three aspects, or should I say 3 ways that you can relate to your teenager. Which one should be, you have to have a common bond, or should I say you have to have something in common with your teenager, be it in sports, in music, in food, in anything at all that it can be. And also, if you have that kind of common way with your child, or anything that has to be common with your child, you ought to also make sure that you ensure to make it you need to make out time. You need to make out time for you and that child to bond together. Also make sure that it's something that the child would love to do when he or she is not in, like when you're not present in the child life. The teenager will always use that to remember you, right? Of course. And also, I think I have the one that has to remember to listen without judging. In this aspect, I feel that you need to listen to the child. Don't criticize, don't insult, because if you do that, when the child has a problem, the child won't bring that to you anymore. Like they won't come up to you or open up to you. Yes. So I feel that you need to be calm. This is where you act as a parent, do you understand? And know when to guide and correct them when it's necessary. And also, I think the third one I have should be teaching them the life skills. What I mean by teaching them the life skills is in terms of doing the laundry, cleaning, creating a budget, cooking at least. All these are very important for a child, in a child's life. The child needs to know all this because it's more of a necessity for the child to have that in his or her life, for he or she to grow up, and he or she can be independent on her own without being a liability to someone else. So Uncle Jimmy, I think I have a question for you today.
Okay. Oh, so all that one is just to lay the foundation.
Of course. Now I think because basically I invited you for the show for you to throw more light and more shade so that people out there would understand
on how to.
Yes.
I don't want to use the word deal with or
okay, relate.
It's relate. Because if you say handle, you're already saying they're problematic.
Okay.
Essentially,
pardon, you're not problematic.
Essentially, if you find yourself having to relate the bulk of the people I've worked with in the last 10 years have been much older than, even some of them, my children are older than them.
Wow.
But I relate to, just like you, I relate to them well because first and foremost, I go down to their world.
Yes.
We're all in this world physically, okay? We're all rushing for boss, rushing for this, buying all your things. But in the spiritual realm, we're in different layers.
Yes, that's true.
So the way I see Nigeria is different from the way you see Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
Who was I telling yesterday that why I want younger people to be in the forefront of leading is because the younger people look forward. When I was a teenager, I kept saying, "No, I want to be this, I want to be that." I had a dream. At my age now, I keep looking back. Young people look forward. So you need to go down to that world. If you don't understand the world, you're not going to be understanding the. You understand?
Yes,
let's give concrete example. Look at Professor Wode Soyinka's irritation at the social media. He thinks he's dealing with one body. He doesn't understand what the social media is. The social media is like going to the national stadium and wanting to fight everybody on the day the Eagles are playing. The only thing uniting them on the day the Eagles are playing is the football. The only thing that unites people in social media is the fact that they're in the social media. Aside from that, so you need to understand that the youth of today is very diverse. And he was born in the Shantipri period. You know what called Shantipri?
No, sir.
In Ogogri, Shantipri, yeah, so if you are still in that submissive mode that we were in at that time, you're going to run into trouble. You're going to run into trouble. The world keeps moving. And so every time you find yourself having to deal with people, it's the same problem you have with dealing with older people. It's the same issue that you have when you also ask teenagers, how do you want to deal with older people? You must understand that older people are more cautious.
Yes.
Younger people are more daring.
Yes.
And older people are more cautious because of what they've seen.
Mm-hmm.
They learn to touch things and quickly retrieve them.
Yes.
The young guy wants to grab it.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to walk today and buy a Mercedes tomorrow.
Immediately he wants to do it at all costs.
You can't do that now. You need to
move. About it.
He will tell you that life is on the fast track now. So you just have to draw that balance. There's no known formula, really. But you must come down to that world. Once you come down to that world, that's why it's so easy for me to relate to everybody, including you.
Yeah.
I can relate to you as if we were classmates, as if we were friends.
Yeah.
The bulk of the friends that I have now, believe you me, are younger people.
Wow.
The bulk of my friends sometimes wonder, what are you doing with these small people like that? So that's it. That's my view.
Okay, sir. So I'm going to ask you, do you think today's teenagers, do you think they have respect?
You don't ask for respect, you earn it. If you want somebody to respect you, you have to earn it. Everything in the world as of today, you earn it. If you want a teenager to respect you, you put yourself in a position of respect. I need to say that quite clearly. Because again, you have to go back again to their world. The world of the teenager today is everybody is equal. At the back of everybody's mind, you are equal. Yes, okay, so you are older, okay, yes. Papa, Mama, and so, but at the end of that, their back is, come on, we are equal. So you must go down. Once you understand that, you will be less demanding. The kind of respect that we give the people above us, we can't get it. Because the way we were positioned, at the back of a lot of people's minds, you were dependent on these young people. Do you understand? And it was, but these days, even religion has been completely wiped out with any moral, whatever. It's been wiped out. Even the religion of miracles and so on and so forth. Let's go there.
Right.
So if you're an older person and you have to deal with young people, you have to earn their respect. Everything is a transaction for young people.
That's true.
The transaction. When we were young, you dare not in the neighborhood. Somebody's car breaks down. You push it and ask him for money. You dare not.
Seriously.
These days, if you are asked for money, don't feel offended.
Uncle Jimmy.
When I was young,
Mm-hmm.
at a party, when they say, who hasn't eaten? You dare not put up your hand. Oh, they only eat.
Seriously?
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You dare not. If you do, and that's why you find till today. People say that in the course of what I do, I should be an extremely rich man. You have contacts, you have everything. I never use that.
Should I say something about that?
You say something. You've been trained to be restrained.
Trained.
You've been trained to be restrained.
Okay.
And look at things beyond the present.
Okay.
Of a future that might not come.
Oh, okay.
The younger people think that whatever anything that shows or just grab it first and think later. Once you understand that, there's no problem.
You have a point there, that's true.
But most importantly, you have to show younger people respect.
Yes.
I'm not saying you're violent to greet them, no.
No.
But if I want something, even my own kids go, circumstances that even made me do DNA for one of them. Not that it was a quarrel.
Okay.
This fighting for citizens.
Yeah.
So my own kids, I respect them. I don't back at them. I don't. Even when they were growing up, I used to cane them if I have to. But
okay.
Yeah, if there was a need.
When necessary.
When necessary. I had the stepson once in the UK. One day I took up the shirt and said, let's go to the garden. And let's go and do man to man.
Like seriously?
Benny.
That's so.
Today when I remind him, he has
you
a
laugh.
big laugh. Because you know what he said later in life?
What?
Uncle, you must have loved me so much. Because it had to do with his, with kids, he was growing up all of a sudden. And he thought nobody could. So I told him, okay, let's go to the garden, man to man. Hey, we are both equal. Let's slug it out. And that slowed him down.
So Uncle Jimmy, I would also want to ask you, do you think that today's teenagers are lucky? Do you think they are lucky?
I think all teenagers are lucky in their own time. What you must do is to grab the opportunity that presents itself. There is no teenager that is unlucky. It depends on how you position yourself. Okay, there's always in any dark tunnel of growing up, there's always a light at the end. You must be sure that that light you're looking at is not what they call a mirage. So it's up to you. It is up to you. In the midst of all what we say in this country, apart from, there are some children who come from very poor homes that are doing 10 times better than even all these Ajabata nonsense children that are all over the world.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
What is it? Fela even says it. It causes sense wiseness.
That's true.
You go to Harvard, you go to this thing, but you not get common sense.
That's true. That's true.
And luckily, in fact, now, there's not much whatever on academics. There's so many other opportunities. If you try academics and it can't work, okay, because I wasn't good academically, believe you me, but I was brilliant. I knew I was brilliant, but academically to read book and not write exam, I didn't like it. If it was today, I wouldn't bother having a degree. Do you know why?
Why?
Right from before I finished my A levels, I knew 10 times more than when I finished university, and I thought that I was a graduate. Because you can go to cinematography, you can go to acting, you can go to.
Yes.
It's to have a clear mind.
Yes. Direction on what
clear direction on what
yes.
you want to do.
Yes.
Those opportunities are fantastic. Nobody does it.
Yes.
You ask me. You can do tailoring. You can. Do
yes. Of course, if you have the talent.
Yes.
Yes. That's true. That's true. Physically, it's true. So, Uncle Jimmy, so what do you think is the good and bad thing about a teenager? Like, do you think there's a good and bad thing about a teenager?
What do you mean good and bad?
Like, in the aspect of, do you think they have the good part of being a teenager, or do you think they have the bad part?
Everybody, you have a good part and a bad part.
Okay.
Everybody has a good part. All of us we're created good and bad, like Jekyll and Hyde. So the most important thing is to put it in the balance. You need to be self-conscious. One thing you shouldn't do in this world is lie to yourself.
Yes. You need to be true to
You
yourself.
need to be true to yourself.
Even
that
if you can lie to any other
the best
person,
place
you
to
need
be.
to
Do you know
true
the
to
best place
yourself.
to be true to yourself? Do you know?
Where, sir?
If you are not living in face to face, is in the toilet.
Wow.
I do my thinking. I do my thinking in the toilet.
Yeah.
Back in the day when there were no phones, I would either go to the toilet with a novel, newspaper. In those days, I used to smoke, go with a cigarette. Sometimes I just sit, light my cigarette, and be on the toilet. You could end up being there for 10 minutes, but you think deeply. Now, I'm not trying to dissuade people from praying or whatever, but the time you spend praying, spend the exact time thinking.
Yes.
Deep thinking. Yes. When you wake up in the morning and sit at the edge of your bed,
like you're meditating.
But I don't want to use meditation, so it doesn't look too formal.
Oh, okay.
Just lie down and leave your mind free.
Okay.
Your mind will be telling you the truth.
Your mind can
your mind will tell you that. Yes. Yorubas call it eleda.
What does eleda mean?
Yorubas believe that we are made of two. There are two sides to a human being. There's a physical side, and there's a spiritual side. Okay. Do you know that sometimes your eleda fights for you? If a guy cheats you, for example, and you don't even know, your eleda will know. That's our belief as Yoruba people. Eleda may judge for. Okay. And I believe in it. Your eleda will not lie to you. It's that still voice that will be telling you that, hey, sure, be careful, though. You know, when you're a pussycat and you want to go and play with the lions and the tigers, it's a letter that will be reminding you of the size.
Yes. Okay. I'm learning that. So today's teenagers that we have, like the teenagers of today, do you think they are better than the yesterday?
There's nothing like that.
Or the yesterday teenagers?
No. It's a wasteful exercise. It's a wasteful exercise.
Why do you say so?
You will always want to do that when you're in the forefront, when you're younger. That's part of what we do in wasting our time as we get older. We continue to reminiscence, we continue to do, It's a wasteful exercise. The person involved himself doesn't know. No matter what I tell you about my growing up, you can't feel it.
Yes.
No matter what my parents do. So that's a wasteful exercise. Okay. And it's better for you to spend your time. I don't indulge in those things. The one time was better than the other. What I do though, is sometimes in putting my points forward. Like when I see the way the governments we have today, when I see the way they handle young people, it pains me. Very painful. Knowing that some of them, because we know ourselves, some of them would have still been hawking gala and whatever in traffic, if not for the opportunities that they were given. So when I see young people being denied that opportunity, it infuriates me. But all said and done, you shouldn't waste valuable time. Just focus. And also remember, you will be a teenager forever.
Yes.
And you know they give notice.
Yes. You won't know before you know.
And do you know that you don't know when you're growing up?
Of course
And you use the mirror every day.
How time flies.
And you use the mirror every day. When you use the mirror, occasionally when you want to look at the mirror, say, when did this wrinkle come or whatever?
Yes, it happens. That's true. So, Uncle Jimmy, do you want to tell me like a little story about your teenage days when you were growing up?
I cannot say it in public.
Oh, even if you don't want to say it in public, can you tell me your best days?
My best days.
Yes, when growing up as a teenager.
My best year was after I had passed A level. I don't pass on. I had my 3 papers. Oh. I'll tell you what it was. The truth is that I had lost confidence in myself. Okay. It happens. So along the line, yes. I had repeated school sites. So when I did A levels, I didn't know I was going to pass. So to respect myself, I went and applied for what you call prelim.
What does that mean?
Prelim means that time means if you have A levels, you do what you call direct entry. Yeah. I wasn't in school during JAM, so I wanted to understand that. But if you do A level direct, if you don't do, you go for prelim. So direct entry is 3 years, prelim is 4.
Okay, is it like more like an eye jam?
Like even now, I understand that if you have A levels, you start from year 2.
Yes.
So that's what we had. Lo and behold, I had applied for training. I did apply for direct entry. Lo and behold, I had 3 papers.
Wow.
So I had 1 whole year to wait. So I opted, my dad said, do you want to go? I can't go back and do prelim. No. So I opted to work for 1 year. Because I knew that I went to university in September. Those were my best years.
You enjoyed yourself.
I don't want to remember.
I can't try and imagine because the Uncle Jimmy that I know.
No. The one thing that I know is that one thing I can say that is certain that economically Nigeria was 200 times better.
Yeah.
I could go to the. Do you know that as a young child I could go to the best nightclubs? I could take somebody for dinner.
Wow.
Yeah, as a young guy, I showed up with my babe at Phoenicia. At that time, people we meet in Phoenicia are top guys, and I showed up with my babe, at the gates, and they let me in, table for 2. With my own salary, look at, if it's in that aspect, I know things in those days were. I used to watch Fela every week. Can you imagine you watch a star like Fela every weekend, without fail? If I don't watch on Friday, I watch on Sunday. If I don't watch on Sunday, I watch on Saturday. Sometimes I will watch Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That means you
imagine
use
just
that 1 year for
close your eyes and imagine that which kid has a club and you're in uni. And with your own money, without having to do with your own money.
Yes.
You could go watch him for 4 or 5 hours. That much I remember.
That's good. Uncle Jimmy, thank you so much for being here. I'm really grateful. Thank you very much.
Right.
I really appreciate it.
Am I coming back?
Yes, of course you'll come back.
I will only come back by popular demand.
Uncle Jimmy, you will come back. Okay. So Uncle, do you have any advice before we go? Do you have any advice for the teenagers out there?
Listen to yourself. That's all.
Okay.
So most of us don't listen. Most of us don't. It took a while for me to understand. Your mind, listen to yourself in a clean manner. Don't impose ideas on yourself. Keep yourself free. Keep your mind free. But most important also, I need to tell young people, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Alcohol to the minimum. If you can. I ask, my days of smoking, I used to smoke a lot, cigarettes and so on and so forth. I used to smoke a lot. One, it's created a health problem for me now. Luckily, I'm on top of it. 2, I can't point to anything that I did, apart from that macho putting something in your mouth and coughing it out. So today, with the bigger challenge of the kind of drugs, and then in those days, things were under better control.
Yes.
If you wanted to smoke marijuana, you know where to get. These days, they add all kinds of plastic and this and that and all kinds of chemicals. Stay off it. It doesn't benefit you one bit like this. And then be confident. If everybody is doing something, in those days we used to do pass a smoke. We'll be at parties. You'll be sitting down. Some people are dancing. It's not like today. Everybody carries his own. They do pass a smoke. They'll pass it to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, then to the next one. I'll take it with my right hand, put it in my left, and pass it to the next one. They make fun of me. Oh, to the I say, I cannot be ready in everything.
Yeah.
Yes. When it comes to the other one, I will know who. So
Uncle Jimmy.
Yes, I just said to myself, I can't be a champion in every game. You be smoking all the distance. I'm champion in the other game because in those days I was a good toaster. Let me say it now.
Finally, Uncle Jimmy, you actually clearing the hair. Should we talk about your dear Bumi where you used to say a lot of things?
No, we don't talk about
Uncle Jimmy, finally, you are clearing the air for your viewers, for the viewers out there, and also to your listeners, for them to also know that you were good in that aspect. But no, we'll not talk about that.
It's not a secret. Anybody in my generation, because I used to debate for my school. In those days, all you needed to toast was to speak well, and not be. All you needed to do was one, you speak well.
Okay.
There's no fear go matter bon. But you also have that confidence that if I tap on if I tap on attack, it's confidence.
Yes. That charisma.
If you remember, I told you the first time you came for this job, I told you that when you go on air, be ready to make a mistake and not make a fuss out of it. Be ready to laugh at yourself.
Okay, yes, you did.
If that's one.
You did.
I can see toast too.
Yeah. Oh, Uncle Jimmy.
But you don't meet my specs.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll talk about that behind the camera.
We'll talk
about that behind the camera, Uncle Jimmy. So guys, we'll come to the end of today's video. Thank you so much. We love you. If you're new,
support her.
Thank you.
I should tell them to
like. Yes. Uncle Jimmy will
like,
on that.
Share, and
comment, subscribe. Okay, please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you in my next video. Bye.